course we have free will. No one can stop us from doing anything we want. If I decide I want to do something, then I can do it, or can I? Let's say I was asked to kill somebody. Could I do it? Well, of course I have the ability, the means would be accessible, but could I kill anybody? The answer is no. I could not kill anybody. I am constrained by my conscience, my understanding of causing pain to another person, and the devastating effect of such an action prevents me from doing so. Thus, I am not free to do this. Life is full of such constraints. Our whole society is built on avoiding certain negative actions that will cause harm, pain, or even confusion. Occasionally, we see the effects of what happens when people do think that they have the free will to do anything they want. It is more often than not a picture of pain and harm, not just to others, but to themselves as well. In the case of murder, the supposed free will of the murderer manifests itself in pain and suffering, and for the perpetrator, a prison cell, loss of a good conscience, and only normal life. A husband is free to commit adultery, but at what price? Pain, upset, and hurt follow in the wake of his actions. These are the fundamental moral laws that God has built into our existence, which are really only mastered when we understand love, what it means to love and be loved. We can really only understand love when we get to know God, because God is love. When the gift of salvation is given to us by God, many people will say that we are free to either accept it or discard it, which would seem to us as a logical comment. But this is overlooking one incredibly important factor: love. Imagine a husband and wife who are very much in love. The husband wants to show his love to his wife, and so surprises her one night by giving her a diamond ring. The wife is astounded as she knows that they don't have much money, and asks him how he could afford it. He tells her that instead of going to play football every Saturday morning, he had been going into work and doing overtime for the last year, just so he could get her this gift to show his love for her. The wife is stunned, taken aback at the effort of her husband to show his love for her. She puts the small diamond ring on her finger and looks at it in wonder. To her, it is more than just an expensive jewel. It is a gift that signifies such great love, and for the rest of her life she will treasure it above any other gift, no matter how expensive. The action of love involved in the gift will never let her forget, never let her give it away. Perish the thought. One of my memories of growing up was this big, brass-edged old family Bible. It contained old photos of my grandparents and a family tree. As a young child, I used to flick through the old pages and look at the pictures. Samson pulling down the pillars was one that always caught my attention. Years later, when I was married with children, my dad said he would like to give this Bible to me. It was a family heirloom and was normally passed down to the eldest son. I was the youngest. I was honoured and really thankful. The Bible is quite worn now and the brass clasps have broken. The front cover has even come away, and it is probably not worth much, but to me, it's priceless. It was a gift from my dad, that dad that has shown his love to me, not by giving me the Bible, but by being my dad, by being there for me since I was a child, who would still be there for me now if I needed him. The Bible is a reminder of his love to me. Am I free to give the Bible away? Of course. Could I ever do it? Never. If one receives the gift of salvation yet does not see the love behind the gift, does not understand the cost and the value of it, then it will be easy for them to discard such a gift, to treat it as an unholy thing in the blood of the covenant that has sanctified them, and insult the Spirit of grace, Hebrews 10:29. But for him who really beholds the manner of love the Father has bestowed on us, for him who has been perfected by his love, for him who knows God's love, this person would rather die 1,000 deaths than discard such a precious eternal treasure. The gift of God is a love gift, and if it is not accepted in love, then it is meaningless, worthless, and yet if it is received in love, it is truly priceless. Are we then free to choose to accept or reject this gift? For some, the answer may be yes, but for those constrained, controlled and compelled by God's love, never. Bless you and thanks for listening.